Hi everyone, so here is our video to get the rest of our notes for today. So you should have your Quaderno open, and I would also suggest the resource Quaderno open, so that way you can get to the Quizlet. I will take you through the time notes and then the colors notes. So on our Quaderno, as you remember, you should have your copy made. So for example, this is my intro tab. I'm going to duplicate it and I'm going to just delete everything, pardon me, that's in that tab. Okay. Oh, no, wrong way. Here we go. And then my chart over here didn't come with me. And then I renamed it La Hora y los Colores. Oh, spelling, man. Struggle's real. There we go. Okay, so yesterday we put a bunch of notes into the pink and green section. So what I'm going to do is run you through those notes as a quick review, and then get us these new notes. So I'll make this a little bigger. So we started with time. So these are our notes. We talked about number and gender a little bit. Number meaning, is it one or more than one? So if it's one, it's singular. If it's more than one, it's plural. Okay. So 1 o'clock is 1 hour. So that means it's singular. 11 o'clock, not two ones, but a one and one, would be more than one. So it's plural. Okay. That's why we have S-law for 1 o'clock and son las for all the rest. These are all complete sentences. So they start with a capital and they end with punctuation. Time is feminine. That's why we use la and las. And we change uno over to una for the hour, not the minute. Okay. And then we have here some extra notes that will help us to keep talking about time. We have mediodía and medianoche to say like 12 o'clock p.m., 12 o'clock a.m. We have our question, ¿qué hora es?, to ask what time is it. A couple of different ways to help us talk about time. If you're using the ¿a qué hora es?, you're wondering when does Spanish class happen, or when is lunch, okay? And then you need to always make sure you finish those out with an AM or a PM, and then depending on if it's early afternoon versus late in the evening, okay? That'll kind of tell you the difference between tarde and noche. Usually it has to do with, has the sun gone down yet, or dinner, okay? And so on this page, I just talked about time. Now, what I'm going to need you to do is skip a line, because it's a new section, and say we're down here in the 20s. And you had time notes up there. You're going to have colors notes here. So you're going to have los colores, and then it means colors. Okay. So, oh no, I'm just going all over the place. Okay. So, you should have like a little time section and then a little colors section. Okay. So here are our colors notes. We have anaranjado for orange, rosado for pink, grease for gray. It should sound like, like cooking grease. Verde for green, morado for purple, blanco for white, negro for black, amarillo for yellow, rojo for red, marron for brown, and azul for blue. Now, if you're a native Spanish speaker, you may see like morado can also be called púrpura, and you may see marrón as café. That's something you need to be particularly careful with like cafe is cafe has other meanings. You say it's the drink, coffee. It's short for cafeteria, like you Starbucks cafe. But also those are nouns. These are adjectives. Adjectives describe nouns. So we call cafe color cafe under the most technical of circumstances. And then a lot of Spanish speakers will say naranja for orange, but naranja is the food you eat, and anaranjado is the color. Okay, so make sure you're using anaranjado to describe a thing. Okay, and then we've got these right here. These two little question and answer guys. So these should not go in the pink and green section of your notes. They should go in the blue section right up here. So you'll want to write down de qué color es, what color is. Okay, so upside down question mark. No, maybe I need to be clicked in. There you go. De qué color es. And then I think there was a dot, dot, dot. When you finish the question mark. S. Okay. So if I want to know, like, what color is the shirt? This is the singular one for this. And then I was like, what color is it's go back up here and add my question mark. I had another one, which was de qué color or colores son. Okay. Now this can be done two ways, sort of. This one is singular. It's asking what color is one item. Okay. This one right here. So upside down question mark. Oh, not clicked it again. Sad day. De qué color, parentheses S, and so on. Okay. And then you'd say son, dot, dot, dot. What color are / what colors are. So how does this work? There, dot, dot, dot. Okay, so say I have, well, let me see what I've got here. Okay. I got some pens. Never leave home without them. Okay. Here I have one pen. Okay. And it is a purple pen. Okay, so if I want to know what color is this pen, I'm going to say de qué color es el bolígrafo. Okay, or pluma. Is es morado or es morada? We'll talk about that in a minute. To say it's purple. Okay, now I have 3 purple pens. Okay, so because I have a plural number of items, I'm going to use son. But it's a single color. De qué color son los plumas? Son moradas, or son or the bolígrafos son morados. Okay, but if I've got a purple pen, a red pen, and a blue pen, there are multiple colors and it's multiple pens. Okay, so if I say de qué colores son los plumas or los bolígrafos, I would say son azul, morada, oh, morada y rojo. Okay. So that's how that works. It's a little bit confusing with all the different singular and plural stuff happening at the same time. But when we have some more notes, they'll make a little bit more sense. So you're going to get those done. So you've got all of your time notes are written out up here. Okay. So let's make sure we know that this is, nope, don't know what I maybe pasted or didn't paste. So you have your la hora, and that's time, all of your time notes. And then you have your colors notes. Okay. You have these questions and answers. We're not done. We got a lot to do today. So what I'm going to need for us to do here is take some notes using a drawing. Okay. So let me try something. See if it'll work. Maybe it will. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to insert a drawing. Okay. And we've practiced that. We've done that. We've done several of those now. So over on your gold section, okay, which is your notes, images, and drawings, right here, you're going to go to insert and a drawing, okay, and then you're going to type up your notes, okay. So you're going to want to draw a text box, so you're going to grab your it's text box. It's a T inside of the box. And for this, you can just click and it'll make a big text box. Okay. So what you'll do is, if you want the bullet points, you can get the bullet points. You go to more, and then you see bullet points, a bulleted list. Okay. And then you're just going to type out to describe a feminine F-E-M-I-N-I-E gender noun. The O at the end of the adjective changes to an A. Oops. Okay. So I'm going to hit save and close just to show you what I've got so far. Okay. So to describe a feminine gender noun, the O at the end of the adjective changes to an A. So when we're talking about adjectives, so far the adjectives that we know are things like yellow, pink, green, orange. Okay. So that when we look at like blanco, if your eraser at the end of your pencil is blanco, okay, you need to know if your noun is masculine and feminine, and then your adjective will be the same gender as your noun. And we call this concordance, la concordancia. Okay. Let's see. What's next? Okay. So this is also, let's see, concordance. And S is added to indicate a plural adjective. So if it's plural, there's more than one. So you need to add an S. And there are, as always, some exceptions to the rules. So we have here el vestido es amarillo. Okay. La camisa es rosada. Los vestidos son amarillos. Las camisas son rosadas. Okay. So what does this mean? We have amarillo, which is yellow, and we have rosada, which is pink. So a vestido is a dress, and a camisa is a shirt. Okay, so we're saying the shirt is yellow. Scratch that. The dress is yellow. The shirt is pink. Here, this is so the S for singular and the P for plural, the M for masculine and the F for feminine. Okay, so we've got the shirt is pink. We've got the dress is yellow. So then when we look down here, we're saying the dresses are yellow and the shirts are pink. Now, in English, we don't say the dresses are yellows and pinks unless there's like a bunch of different kinds of yellow. But it's just one kind of yellow, one kind of pink here. Okay. I'll save and close this so that way you can see what I've got written out. Okay. So here's what this looks like now. And we're back here. Okay, so you can either, I would suggest making a new drawing. So just click right down below, insert, drawing. You're going to want the text box, which is the T inside of the box. And we'll do some more bullet points. I want different bullet points though this time. I want stars. Bougie like that. Okay, so the adjectives gris, verde, marron, marron, and azul are used to describe both masculine and feminine nouns without changing O or A. They can't because they don't end in an O and they don't end in an A. Like that's not the last letter. Okay. So you're not going to have griso or verde-o or berdo or berda or marrono, azulo. That's not a thing. They don't change. And this is kind of like a starting out rule. So you are learning these rules that will apply later on. Okay. However, so each requires an ES on the end when making them go to singular, nope, to plural. Okay. So you're going to have grease. It ends in an S. You need to add an ES. You can't just have two S's at the end. Okay. We don't do double letters like that. Verde already ends in an E, so you're just going to tack on the S. Marron is going to be ES at the end, and azul is going to be ES at the end. Okay. Marron is going to lose the accent mark when it's plural. Okay. Let's see. Marron will lose accent mark when it is in the plural form. Marron becomes marrones. And then I've got some examples down here. Los libros son verdes y grises. Las casas son marrones. Los bolígrafos son azules. Okay. Let's do save and close and we'll talk about that. Okay, so the adjectives gris, verde, and azul are used to describe both masculine and feminine nouns without changing O or A. So libro, for example, is masculine. So if you have one libro, it's going to be verde and gris. Okay. If you have lots of libros, then they're going to be verdes and they're going to be grises. Casa is feminine. And we're talking about lots of casas here. So they're going to be marrones. Okay. If you have one casa, then it's just going to be marron. And then we have bolígrafos. Gotta love the bolígrafos. And those are azules. Okay. All right. If you have one bolígrafo, then it's going to just be azul. Okay. So here, these are going to go in our notes section underneath the de qué color es, de qué colores son los verdes, those blah, blah, blah. So you have Graciela, these are Q's and A's. We have Graciela and Claudia, Paco and Alicia, and Julia and Andres. So what you're going to do is you don't have to write out the full names. This is just keeping you introduced to new, names. Okay. So you're going to get these typed out. You could do like G and C, or even A and B, and then A and B and A and B for their names. Like you don't have to write out the whole name. If you want to write out the whole name, you do you, boo. Okay. So here's what they are in English, and here's what they are in Spanish. Okay. So if we look, we have Graciela as de qué color son las hojas. Son verdes. ¿De qué colores son los tigres? Son negros y anaranjados. And ¿de qué color es el tomate? What color is the tomato? Es rojo. Okay. So here's what I would suggest doing. It doesn't sort of appear the same way. So let me show you what I'm going to do in the Q's and A's section. Let's see. Day. Question mark. Okay, so de que. Oh, oops. Ooh, struggle. Color son las hojas. Son verdes. Okay, so I've got that. And then down here. And I'm going to switch on over. Oh, and let me hit enter. There you go. So I've got the first one written out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the second one, or not the second one, but the meaning right underneath. What color are the leaves? Claudia, they're green. Sometimes they're brown, but right now they're green. So right here, you know exactly, spelling struggle. You know exactly what they mean. Instead of writing out the 3 Spanish and the 3 English, just kind of merge them together. All right. You're going to do that with those. So you've got de qué color son las hojas, blah, blah, blah. And we will stop there for today. Long video. Hope you stuck with me through it. All right. I love you guys. Bye.